to PW Siege for another match of our Dartrix League. Now this has been the most covered league of all by far, and this is another one. We got Layton. Layton's first recording this season against Panda of Redness. So we didn't have him either, so that's going to be interesting. We got the matchup between Tapu Koko, Amoonguss, Hawlucha, Earthworm, Hooper, which is the signature, and Low Kicks on Panda of Redness' side. And then we got for Layton, we got Landorus, Therian, Espafra. I'm interested to see that thing. Never seen it really in draft. And Tinkaton, Whirlipede, interestingly, Weavile, and Serena, which is Layton's new signature. He made a trade. He had Alamomola before this, and now he has the Serena, which is interesting. And Serena is a strong signature for sure. I like this pick a lot. All right, we got the lead matchup heavily in favor of tax evasion here, because obviously Lando can't really touch this Earthworm probably unless it has like superpower. So yeah, Earthworm is probably gonna get up some hazards here. If he doesn't get taunted, which he does, well, that's a nice lead by Layton. Now he could also probably knock off because Earthworm can't really touch the Lando, yeah, especially if it's leftovers. But it is not. Yeah, still, this is fine for Layton. This is a good lead. And now he gets to U-turn out. I mean, nothing is really threatened. I mean, he doesn't have a resist for the Iron Head now, so he has to go into Tinkaton probably. Or even, yeah, Whirlipede, stack some more hazards. That's also possible. Yeah. He's gonna eat hazards in return now, though. Which, yeah, because the Earthworm obviously doesn't fear Whirlipede, so he's gonna stack some spikes, but he's also gonna eat hazards in return now. But yeah, let me just, oh, he's infestationing, interesting. Yeah, so since the Shed Tail is banned, he can't get out here anymore. So that's gonna be annoying for our boy Panda of Redness. Well, let's see what happens. Interesting, Layton doesn't even, why does he keep going for infestation? That's weird to me. Doesn't he have any hazards? Huh, interesting. Well, don't really understand what's happening here, but yeah, this Earthworm is definitely going to go down. There's no way around it anymore. He keeps going for infestation. What the hell is this Whirlipede about? That's super weird. Is he like gonna try and does it get like endure? And this is just was the plan all along to get whittled down and then endure something after the speed boosts? I'm not sure. I would have expected some hazard stack here, like some nice spikes maybe if he has them. My T-spikes will get us absorbed by Amoonguss, but anyway. So Earthworm goes down, which is nice for Lando. Lando gets to pretty much spam EQ now because Hawlucha doesn't really want to switch into Lando ever, especially if it triggers a potential seed item, which would be gone after it has to switch out again. So yeah, that's nice for Layton, definitely. And looking at it, DS Pafra is looking really strong, right? I mean, I don't know. Low kicks is, yeah, I guess low kicks with the strong priority will be an issue. But it does get Dazzling Gleam, right? So that's gonna be nice against, it definitely gets coverage for Hooper. And Dazzling Gleam is good against low kicks, so that's nice. So this might be a threat later in the game. The Weavile itself, yeah, also, I mean, yeah, he's got Coco, which, but that still doesn't, he doesn't have anything that wants to switch into an ice move now that the Earthworm is gone. So yeah, Layton made some good early progress by getting rid of the Earthworm for sure. Let's see how it pans out. So Panda of Redness is thinking quite a bit what he should go into here because he's probably also intimidated by this weird Whirlipede set. Rocky Helmet Infestation, no other moves revealed so far. But I mean, he can't really go wrong with by going into low kicks, right? Unless, of course, he clicks Endure here. because then he can't click another priority move after. Yeah, yeah. I think there's no way around if he has endure and what's the move called? What's the move called that puts you down? You know what I mean. If he has that move, then there's no way around getting hit by it. But yeah, obviously, being ghost type would save him here. So let's see. That's smart, very smart by Panda of Redness. Oh no, he goes for Terra Dark, huh? Like, I think the move that I'm thinking of that puts you at 1% now is a normal type, so it wouldn't work on the ghost type. So that's what I thought he was preventing by going into Hooper. But yeah, now that he terra'd, he pretty much laid an egg for himself, and now he's gonna get 1%ed here. Wow, that's a very cool set by Layton. Nice to see it work out. Yeah, Endeavor, that's the move, yeah. I think that doesn't work on what the hell? Now he just loses to Hooper. Uh, okay. Well, Layton says, "Oh God," in the chat. Now, why would Layton be scared here? I don't quite understand. I think I'm out of the loop. If this is something bad for Layton now, I don't get it at all. Like, on low kicks, he just clicks endure again, right? Because that still works at 1% if he clicks first impression. Then he can get that to 1% as well. He can kill the Hooper now, no issue. Just clicks. Or doesn't he have a damaging move? Because Infestation does damage. Does it damage initially? Does it do damage? Yeah, it does do. So he can just click that, yeah, to kill it. All right. Yep. Now he has to go. If he goes into low kicks, he just clicks endure again. Humbug is German? Huh, funny. Didn't know. If Panda of Redness is German, I did not know that. Oh, he has Protect as well. Ah, so he's got Sucker Punch. Interesting. All right, yeah, that would save him. Yeah. I thought this thing just got first impression because in that case, yeah, the Protect would have saved him from that. But yeah, obviously Sucker Punch would do the trick. Well, still, this Whirlipede did quite a lot of damage, I must say. It got rid of the Terra thingy on Panda of Redness's part, but yeah, it could have all been avoided had he just stayed a ghost type, right? Or am I just completely missing this? Because that's what I thought he was doing, bringing it out initially, but yeah. All right, out comes the Tinkaton for Layton. So he can't really lose that because if he loses that, he just it's GG with Espathra. So he needs the priority to threaten that. So yeah, he goes into Amoonguss smartly, getting the eject button knocked off without getting ejected. Well, things aren't really going too well for our boy Panda of Redness, as it seems. He's got all these German nicknames. Is that like a joke or something? I don't get. Anyways, gotta check out if he's German after the match. All right, yeah. So what is happening here? Like Layton could switch into Serena, predicting a Spore, maybe. Because, all right, let's see if he gets Spored. Yeah, he does indeed. All right, so this Tinkaton is going to be useless for a bit now. And let's see how Panda of Redness wants to make use of that. Because, like, Coco isn't really a threat yet because Lando is still at a good amount of HP. Same goes for low kicks. Low kicks gets dealt with by both Tinkaton and Lando. Huh. He doesn't really make use of the Tinkaton being asleep. Yeah, well, this is looking tough because also Halucha still can't sweep because Lando, as well as Ice Shard by Weavile potentially, as well as Pafra being a psychic type. So yeah, that's just tough. All right, let's see what the Terra type here is. I mean, Serena by itself definitely can't do anything to Amoonguss, but yeah, that's what Terra is for, right? So he's going to be some Terra type to deal with the obvious counter on the other opponent's side, I would expect. Maybe what could be good? I don't know. Terra Flying, not really, because Coco. Maybe Terra Fire? Terra Ice. Interesting. So he's completely thinking offensively here. There's the ever so annoying. He's leftovers and Terra Ice. That's weird. So defensive item with an ice type Terramon. Interesting. There must be some reason for it, I assume. But yeah, it gets triple axle, so that's gonna be really strong here. But yeah, he just gets even with the speed boost, he just gets low kicks now. And I don't think, yeah, man, but he can always switch into Lando. And like, yeah, the minute tax evasion loses this low kicks, he's gonna lose to Espafra as well. So that seems like a nightmare to manage right now. Because Weavile is also just clicks an ice move, has from the start pretty much. Tinkaton deals with low kicks, somewhat at least. So does Lando. Lando deals with the rest of the squad pretty much, so he has to use several months to beat that down, which he can't really afford anymore because he's down to 3 months. So yeah, this is looking all but decided, this match. Layton played it very well. Very nice prep, I must say. As I said, it could have all been avoided had he not terrored with the Hooper, but he did, and yeah, that worked out beautifully for Layton. Interesting Hooper set as well. Knockoff Reflect, Terra Dark. So Terra Dark obviously is nice for Espafra. It's also potentially decent for Weavile because, yeah, he would expect the knockoff on Weavile against Hooper. So yeah, I can see why he brought that, but still thinking here, I don't think it matters anymore. I think he's forced to go into low kicks here, right? If he wants to risk going into Coco, which could potentially still be faster, but not if it is max speed. But it is leftovers, right? Maybe he's thinking about going into Coco. And clicking Dazzling Gleam, which is not something that Layton particularly likes to switch into because, yeah, this Tinkerton is asleep and it's the only resist. So yeah, that's a possible move, but Serena could also potentially be bulky, especially seeing the leftovers here. It could easily, if it got some investment, it could easily live a Dazzling Gleam for 41. All right, so he's banking that he's for one slower, but not bulky enough to take the Dazzling Gleam here. That's an interesting bet, I must say. Let's see how it pans out. I'm interested. Oh, yeah, he is slower, and that means that he just barely lives, but he can't get back in. And he gets the kill with a crit, and he's Life Orb as well. So yeah, that was a like had he been, so that was the reason why he got, so you know, he's gonna protect, but there's nothing that he can do because if he switches out here to benefit from the protect, he's also not gonna be able to switch back in. But maybe he should still on, nah, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. He could go maybe into low kicks on the switch, because then he can just click the first impression. But yeah, there's no way back for Panda of Redness into this match. He's gonna lose it. Yeah, he does go into low kicks on the predicted protect, but he also can't. He has to go into Halucha soon because he needs a speed boost to deal with Weavile, and he doesn't get it once the electric terrain peters out now because Yeah, Coco can't set it back up, so yeah. He needs that. This is impossible. I don't know how he can make it happen. Maybe, but there's still the potential ice shard from Revile. Yeah, it looks so tough. If Layton switches into Lando or even Tinkerton now, but probably Lando. Maybe if he can get the low kicks to die really quick. Oh, Jesus. Layton with the unnecessary protect here. I get he probably wanted to stall out some electric terrain, which he is going to get to do now. But yeah, he has to be careful a little bit because Weavile probably can't take a sucker punch anymore due to the tinted lens. So yeah, now he's facing a difficult decision because he is gonna probably just Sword Stance again, right? Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. It's tough now. Because if he switches into Lando and he sucker punches here, then I think at +1 Lando still just U-turns on this thing. Oh, he goes into Lando. Let's see what he does. He sucker punches. All right, that went well for Layton. Let's see. So now he sword stances again and he U-turns. And now he just probably gets ice sharded by Weavile. Yeah, that's what happens. And that's gonna be pretty much it because he gets ice sharded and then if he's not banded, he just gets triple axled with the Alucha after. Yeah, that's what I was thinking on the switch into Lando, just sword stance again. But yeah, obviously it's a 50-50 prediction. Like there's no right play there. You just either guess right or not. But because I think yeah, it's a 50-50. No real right answer there. All right, and that's what I said. Like the electric terrain is petered out now, and this is gonna be a 4-0 probably if he's not banded. He can just click the ice move here. Even then, he could switch into Lando now probably. Oh, he is banded and clicks ice shard. Yeah, so it's a 3-0. All right, GG. Well prepped by Layton, I must say. Very nice, very nice. And Panda of Redness, I think he's been doing well so far, so I'm sure he's gonna be back in full force in future weeks. And Panda of Redness. By the way, I've noticed that he's really, really nice guy. So definitely very cool to have him in the league. Like people like that, we always appreciate. He says in the chat that was a fire Whirlipede. GG. I mean, yeah, it was not. It was definitely very, very cool set, the Whirlipede, I must say. So yep, that was it. GG, guys, and I hope you had fun, as did I, and see you in the next one.